Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. It's what, 18th, 19th of December, and I thought I'd whack out a review. This one's going to be coming up after Christmas. I think this one could be coming up probably New Year time, maybe New Year's Day. I don't know. I've got a few in the tank, if you like, ready to release. So the one we are looking at was actually, these beers are actually sent to me very kindly from the Urban Viking Ale Review. Here comes the cat, probably to stick her nose in and get in the way. So a massive thank you to Dave. Go and check out his channel. I do like his channel. I was unaware of it. JB from Northern Southerner put me onto it. And yeah, I enjoy his reviews. The only thing I would say is, and somebody else has commented, is turn your phone around the other way, Dave. Get a bigger picture, much better. But other than that, I love your reviews. So yeah, these were sent to me from him. Can you get out of my way, please, Kat? And it's from Salcombe brewery. I think they're local to him. And they only do 2 beers. So he sent me 2 of these and 2 of like a session lager, if you like. But it also come with a glass. So I'm going to show you the beer first. And this is their SE 516 Salcombe Pilsner. It's a premium lager coming in at 5.4%. The cat's being a pain in the backside. Will you move? Nice artwork, simple, but I like it. So we got 2 of these, 5.4%. No chance I'm going to be able to read anything on the back there. I've probably got more chance of reading it, holding it up to the camera, than I have looking at the thing. And as I said, it come with a nice big glass. So there we go. We got a nice big pint glass. It's quite cool, actually. It's a big sturdy old glass, and it's got sort of like readings on the back for half a pint and all that. So a big thank you once again to Dave. So let's stop talking. Let's get this Let's get these cracked open and see what we get. I'm going with the 2 cans. Bollocks to it. And I tell you what, if it is pretty decent, it's going to go down well, because I'm as dry as a nanny goat's knee. It's got to be said. The lager I actually thought was okay, quite a decent lager, to be honest. It was a 4% lager, and I thought it was tidy. I'm not exactly sure where these are from again now, but it's not much of a problem, is it? It's not a nucleated glass, so we're not going to get loads of carbonation, I don't think, coming up or being forced by the glass. But beer in a glass, there we go. It looks a bit lighter on the screen, I would say, but it's quite a sort of deep gold. You could almost say heading towards almost like an amber looking beer. The odd gentle bubble going up, and just a dusting of white on top, as you can see. Probably should have left it a bit lower. I'm going to try and swirl it, and we'll try and get a sniffers. Very malty, very sweet. It has got a German sort of, I mean, for me, it's got the aroma of maybe a German beer, not necessarily a Pilsner, I'm not sure. You definitely get that maltiness, hoppy note. But it is quite sweet. And that's maybe a sweetness sometimes I would tend to maybe associate it with either maybe a Hell's, or sometimes it's sort of like them strong sort of Polish beers. It does smell a bit too sweet for my liking, but nothing majorly nasty there. So I'm going to stop waffling on. Salcombe and their Pilsner, 5.4%. A big thank you to Tuvar, the Urban Viking Ale Review. Go and check out his channel. Let's dive in. Cheers. First impressions is that sweetness. That sweetness is the little bit that I find slightly off-putting, if I'm honest. It's the sweetness is to a point a syrupy sweetness, which is always a little bit unpleasant. But we'll dive in and we'll crack on. Weight of the beer is good. Definitely some weight to it for 5.4%. I had that big mouthful then, and you can sort of mask it by having a big mouthful, but then that sweetness does come back. I'm going somewhere else there just for a second. It's almost like I'm talking to myself. Zingy carbonation, not massive bubbles. It does fizz across the palate. Wouldn't say it particularly ruins the mouthfeel. It's not looking very pleasant though, is it? If you know what I mean. It's looking a little bit sort of lifeless, which is a shame. That said, it does go down quite easy. You do get, can you get out of the way, please? Just sit. Thank you. Bless her, she's old. Where were we? It does go down easy. Quite smooth on the taste. Very much a grainy feel in this beer. And I think that's maybe where the sweetness is coming from. A big grainy sort of beer. I find the sweetness a little bit overpowering. I wouldn't say there's a massive amount going on in flavour either. Yeah, it's all malt, grain, sweetness, a syrupy feel. Pilsner, I would like... There's not enough hop presence in this beer for me, and not enough bite to it. You certainly don't get sort of like a citrus note. This is almost like a full-on malt sort of Pilsner. Got a bit of gas coming up, so bear with me. Pardon me. Yeah, very much a malty Pilsner, almost. I mean, I've said about sort of like Polish beers, but almost maybe along the lines of like Efes, if you like. They're very malty. Yeah, very malty, grainy lager. I'll be honest, the more I drink it, the more I'm disappointed with it. I did like sort of like the session lager thing that they had. I thought that was quite decent, but for me, this feels a little bit too Polish stroke Turkish for my liking, and it's probably got less going on in it as well. In fact, it might even be a little bit of an insult to a Polish one. It's probably more along the lines of a Turkish one, but yeah, I mean, it's drinkable enough. It does drink well. Just over grainy and sweet, 5.4%. You get that, I would say, in the weight of the beer, but you certainly don't get it in terms of alcohol or excess flavours, if you like, because it is all just malty, grainy, sweet, syrupy, if you like, and nothing else. There's not really a massive hop presence in there. There's no lemon citrus note, so for me, a little bit disappointing, but hey ho, still appreciate the beers being sent out. So a massive thank you to Dave again. Don't forget to go and check out his channel as well. Salcombe and their Pilsner Premium Lager, 5.4%. There might be some out there that like it, but that's definitely the sort of beers that I'm not into. Not that sort of Pilsner anyway. So yeah, there you go. If you've had the beer before, let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a good new year or had a good new year, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.